What is up, my beautiful guys, girls, gays, and theys? Welcome back to I Said What I Said. I haven't sat down and recorded in a few weeks now, so excuse me if I'm a bit rusty today. But today I kind of just want to catch up, speak about what's been on my mind recently. Let's start with Song of the Week as usual. Oh, I'll tell you what I'm listening to. APT by Rose and Bruno Mars. Basically, my favorite song at the moment. Rose is so cute, and I also love Bruno Mars. How can you not love Bruno Mars? He's just like a classic staple in like the music industry. Love him. So yeah, that is my song of the week. How am I feeling today? I am feeling I'm feeling good because I took an anti-anxiety med. So we're doing well today. Okay. Actually, speaking of mental health, that is a topic that I wanted to discuss today because recently I have been seeing everywhere this kind of like fake it till you make it mindset. And I realized that I don't want to fucking do that anymore. Okay. We're starting off strong in today's episode, okay? Because I'm kind of mad. Like, we need to do a little rant, okay? Because I have suffered with mental health for my whole life. Like, since I was conscious, I would say. Like, I was thinking in like a different way that maybe wasn't very healthy. And obviously, with the expanse of social media and how we are like taught or like influenced to feel all the time and like get over this and like fake it till you make it. Mental health, like all like it's all so stigmatized and like so there's so much stuff going on social media right now about what should you believe about yourself. And the whole idea of faking it till you make it, I struggle with. And that's what we'll get into, okay? Because for me, I was faking it for like so long. And do you know how damaging that is? Like, I posted a little TikTok about this recently. I was just speaking about mental health in general because I don't often speak on social media about my mental health personally. But recently, I've had some developments, you could say. I actually went to get help, which is a crazy step for me as a person that kept a lot of things under wraps. Like, I felt worried to speak to people about it. I only spoke to some very close people about how I was feeling and wasn't going out of my way to get support, to get help, speak to a doctor, to literally do anything. And around a few weeks ago, I finally did. And I finally got medication, antidepressant, anti anxiety medication. And guys, guys, it's crazy that a little tablet can like completely like change the way you think. Like, I was actually in shock because it's only been in the past few days that I've noticed the kind of difference. It takes a few weeks to kind of like regulate your system. Like, you start by feeling kind of weird and then it kind of like regulates. And it's only in like this week that I've realized, oh my God, like, why am I not like crying every night? Why am I not crying every night? That's crazy. No? Like, that is a step forward for me, okay? Even not even just like crying every night, but like just like staring in blankly at the wall. Like, wow, that was deep. Like, imagine me just like staring at the wall in my room. Like, sometimes that happened. And I'm being open and honest about it. And don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna sit here and say that fucking antidepressants changed my fucking life. No, no, they haven't. Not yet. I mean, I still have my problems. But I'm neither super happy nor sad. And I'd rather be neither than just sad. And it's crazy because I feel like a lot of you are going to be watching this being like, Lulu, what the fuck do you mean? Like, you seem so happy on social media, like everything seems perfect. And that's called faking it till you make it, honey. Okay? I have been for the past 3.5 years this version of myself that is somewhat realistic to my happiest self, but totally unrealistic to the truth of my personal reality. Like a lot has been going on in my life, but I'm not going to get into it all because like number one, do people actually care? And number two, like we'd be here for a while. But it's been recently that I stopped kind of faking it, which led me to actually seek help, therapy, medication, all of this stuff. And I guess I kind of realized over the past like 2 months, like how dangerous it is to completely mask your emotions. Because when you force a smile so much for the sake of others, you forget how to smile for real reasons. And I noticed that happening with, and that was a really difficult realization because I'd be around friends and I'd be trying to like laugh with them and like crack jokes and stuff like that. But it's really giving that meme of like the it's really giving that meme of the guy like when he gets home like after making my friends laugh all day and he's just like sat in the bed like that's literally me. Like like I relate to that on a different level. I felt like for so long I was trying to like push this smile for everyone and that's really dangerous. I think that you will burn out by doing that. Another crazy update. Crazy update for you. Okay. Basically, I deferred my final year of uni. Can I get a round of applause, please? Thank you very much. I deferred my final year of uni. And I don't know how to feel about it. I feel so guilty, but at the same time, I don't give a fuck. Okay? I couldn't care less. Do you know why? Because that place, listen, I have memories at drama school, okay? But like, I'm over it. I'm over it. We're moving on. We're going on to bigger and better things, okay? I deferred because I'm too, I feel too guilty to just drop out. But it is completely relevant to my mental health. I'm sorry, but because we're on the topic of mental health, like, I'm updating y'all, okay? I couldn't be that. Like, this is the truth. And I just couldn't do it anymore, okay? Like, I'm sorry. Like, listen, I'm going to be so real. I'm smart. Like, I never got bad grades. I passed every unit with flying fucking colors. Flying colors, okay? But I just couldn't be there anymore. It was too stressful. My career is quite intense at the moment. I want to focus on content creating. I want to focus on acting. I've been like looking into agents and stuff like that. Like I want to take my life in like a different way forward. And going to uni was halting me because I was struggling with my mental health. I was struggling with content creation. I was struggling. I still am, in a way. I always am struggling to be a content creator because it's fucking hard. Yeah, I was struggling with my prioritization. I wanted to prioritize my mental health. I wanted to prioritize my pre existing career. I wanted to prioritize finances. And I wanted to prioritize uni at the same time, but I just couldn't do it all at the same time. And I'm going to be so real. I support myself entirely. Like, my parents don't support me, which is fine. Like, I'm at the age where I can support myself and I'm grateful that I can. But like, I have to do my job like well in order to support myself. Do you know what I mean? Like it's simple as that, the same the way the whole world does. And uni was making that extremely difficult. I was always drained. I was always like exhausted. I always had that anxiety in the back of my head that, oh my God, I got to do this assignment. Oh my God, I got to do this. Listen, there's a possibility that I may go back. I've got a year break. Okay. They gave me a year. They gave me a year. And I'm eternally grateful. See, there is still such an intense guilt that I feel about it because it was like my parents were like, no, don't. My brother was like, no, don't. Everyone was like, don't. You've got a year left. Like, don't be stupid. You could get a degree. I don't care. I don't care. Okay? You just don't understand. Like, it's hard. Like, it's hard to do everything. No, I'm joking. I have been listening to everyone else my whole life. Like, I don't think I've made a personal choice ever. And no, I'm like not over exaggerating. Like, every single decision I've made in my life has been from the influence of someone else. And this is one of the first of many to come where I will be making the choice myself. Okay. I went to the doctor. The doctor told me I needed a break because I was run down. the bags under my eyes were so deep. Like I could fit my groceries in there. Do you know what I mean? And I was like, I had to like prove to my parents in a way that I'm not doing well. I can't do this anymore. I'm sorry if I'm letting you down. I'm sorry if you wanted your little like perfect daughter to get a degree, but girl, she ain't getting a degree anymore. Okay. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll go back. We'll see what happens. If I can be better mentally, which I think I can, I think it's possible. To be fair, the crazy thing is that I already am starting to feel better and I haven't gone to uni for a month. Well, it's already been a month, right? And I already feel better. So is that saying something, guys? You tell me. Let me know down in the comments. You tell me, should Loulou ever go back to uni? Period. Do any of you guys go to uni? I'm sure there are some of you that do. And how are you doing? Are you okay? What year are you in? What do you study? Let me know down in the comments. Please, I'd love to know so I can live vicariously through you and pretend that I'm getting a degree when I'm actually not. Going back to the subject of faking it till you make it, I have this like theory, okay, that type A people are completely overrated. If you want a little explanation of like type A and type A is just a person that just gets on with it and doesn't have any struggles. My brother, okay? Like, love my brother so much. He's a type A person. He goes to work. He does the things he has to do. He doesn't complain and lives quite a like mentally satisfied life. I'm sure that there are things that he isn't satisfied about, but like, I mean that he's extremely logical, gets up, does, you know, has his breakfast, goes to do all of this, right? Type B person is a person that struggles with basically every aspect of life. Like, like even the smallest things are like a difficult thing to do. And I was thinking, like, I was looking at this kind of type A lifestyle that's been all over my TikTok recently, which is like, I wake up in the morning and I make my smoothie, and then I go to Pilates and do my gym, and then I film my content, and then I go and read a book. And then listen, I know people like that that are so happy, and I wish I was you. I wish I was you. And I'm sure that some of the people that post that kind of content, I'm sure that there is like things that they struggle with like as human beings, but they just don't show it online. Maybe I'm just too sensitive and like consuming that content like stresses me out. Do you know what I mean? Like the thing is that I have like multiple friends that post that kind of content just by being friends with other people in the influencer world. And they're so good at their job, but sometimes I have to like stop watching because it stresses me out, because I'm like, shit, should I have made my smoothie this morning and like cleaned my whole room and done like a reset? Do you know what I mean? But like realistically, I'm not gonna do that. Like I've got like bigger things to worry about in a sense. But I guess that's a big part of growing up, doing the mundane things but trying to make them a little bit more aesthetic. I think humans are cute in that way, where like there's a way to make everything more fun. But at the end of the day, like cleaning the kitchen isn't fun. Like, even if I'm putting music on in the background, like it's just not cute. And like I'm not a type A person. And it took me a while to realize that. I wanted for so long to be that way. So I was faking it that way, like turning up to places like feel like perfect, like, you know, perfect hair and perfect makeup. But now I just realized that I CBA to put that pressure on myself. Like that's a long day. There are ways to be more of a type A person. Do you see those like videos of like, this is how I go to sleep to wake up looking like this? Like when they do like the full like skincare collagen sheet mask and then like you know, the hair rolling things and stuff like that. Like I don't get how people do that. Like I will wash my face and do my skincare, but I am not putting in like rollers in my hair. I'm not wearing like a sheet mask to bed. Like it's crazy. I think the way that like we're marketed, like especially like younger people as well, like on my Instagram reels, tell me why I've been seeing like literal 9-year-olds do get ready with me's, and why do they have more expensive skincare than me? That's my question. Are we being is faking it till you make it? Are we being like completely influenced as like the younger generation as well to like be this perfect standard? Like when I was 9 years old, I didn't even know what I was. I was literally like rummaging around in the mud. Like Sorry about it. Like I was like literally like foraging in the forest as like an 8-year-old. Like I didn't even have a consciousness. Like I was like wake up, do some weird shit, go back to bed, wake up, like, play with like rocks and shit and like Lego. But like there's like these literal 9-year-olds that are making more aesthetic like video content, like get ready with me to go to school, and like it's like crazy, like girl, you're in kindergarten. Like buy a calculator. I'm just like thinking to myself, like, why am I judging myself compared to a 9-year-old? Clearly, you can see that I'm in like this like era of my life where I'm like trying to feel normal, but still kind of struggling with accepting the fact that I will never be normal. I'm just so quirky. I want to actually give some advice about masking your true like reality. People say like faking it till you make it will eventually become what you fake yourself as. I entirely fucking disagree. And you should disagree with that too. Please, for the love of God, like stop it. Stop it. You can be who you are. You can be depressed. You can be anxious. You can have those moments. You can have those manic episodes. There is nothing wrong with that. And stop forcing yourself for the sake of other people to be perfect, because it's draining. And I know that sounds pretty pessimistic. I don't think it's worth it. I struggled for so long, and I don't want everyone else to struggle. I really don't. Being a trans woman, I also feel such an immense pressure to be perfect. Like, if I am not perfect, like perfect hair, perfect makeup, perfect lifestyle, feminine, all of this kind of stuff, then people won't actually see me as a woman. And that pressure is disgusting, number one, but it exists. And only in the past few months, I realized to myself, fuck that. I am not doing that anymore. Okay? I want to wear my baggy clothes. I want to look messy sometimes. I can't be bothered to put on a higher voice. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm not going to speak like this like every single day because this is my normal voice, and deal with it. Do you know what I mean? And the pressure of all of that was really getting the best of me. There's this ideal for like trans women to have this like hyper femininity and all of this kind of stuff just to be accepted, just to be like understood. And that causes a massive derealization in trans youth in particular, because it's the struggle, to be that perfect version. Like you will tear yourself apart trying to get there. I know I did. Like when I was 14, 15, I thought I had to wear like mini skirts and crop tops like every day and like be this like I don't even know, like I'm gonna say it, but like this like submissive little girl. Like just so I could be recognized as female. And that was so damaging. Like even just the like physically damaging. Like I was like the amount of products like I was using, like straightening my hair all the time, like shaving my legs consistently, like a razor burn all the time. Like, like don't. The struggle that went into that. And that is faking it till you make it. Do you know what I mean? Like, but I never made it. Like, oh, y'all. I never made it, y'all. I never made it. And that's the truth. I mean, I guess nowadays I feel a lot more secure in myself. As you grow up, you kind of do, I think. You can definitely still feel insecure sometimes, but like I made it in other ways by accepting the truth. And that's why I struggle with the idea of faking it till you make it. I think that we all deserve to just be real. Come on now. Be real. Be real. That's the truth, y'all. I think it's hard. And I think you should allow yourself to accept the hardships of who you are, what you want to become. I think it's a real struggle. And I think that's real. And I know I keep on saying that's real, that's real, that's real, but it is. Like, why are we in this like era of like society where you have to be this, you have to be that, you have to be perfect, you have to be this. In order to get this, you have to have that. Like it's just so pressurizing. I think a big part of my mental health comes from the pressure that has been put onto me from other people, or just the pressure I put onto myself. It's so multifaceted. Like, you have the pressure from family, you have the pressure from friends, you have the pressure from social media, you have the pressure from education. Like, it is really hard to be like young in this like current like society. I think it is so difficult for young people, young adults. I can't imagine how difficult it's going to be for like the young generations, like the 10-year-olds now. I'm not even going to worry about that because they're absolute brain rot. Like, I was speaking to my cousin like the other day, my baby cousin, and he's like 10. Bro, like, skibbity toilet 24/7. That was such brain rot. Like, I honestly, I could not have a conversation with this child. Like he's a really sweet kid, but like like the whole time they were just talking about like skibbity toilet. I'm not even gonna fucking say it. Like, I'm not stooping to that level. I'm sorry, but like what they're consuming, that's crazy. How are they gonna turn out? Like, when that kid is like 16 and like he's gonna go to senior school in like a year, like 2 years. Oh my god. Imagine going back to senior school right now. I would rather crawl into a hole with a bunch of spiders and like just stay there. Like, chill with the fucking spider. I'd rather chill with a bunch of spiders than go back to senior school. To be fair, crazy. I went to this is so random, but like I went to a party a few nights ago and I saw some like familiar faces. One of them being like a friend of mine that was like in like year 10 or 11. We were like relatively friendly. Like, we sat next to each other in like science lessons. And like, he's a cool guy. Do you know what I mean? He's chill. I haven't seen him since I was a boy. And I was with him at this party and I like bumped into him and he was like, "Oh my God." And I was like, "Hi." And we had this like long ass conversation, but tell me why bro was speaking like some proper like Cockney accent. Like, I know you are literally in North London. Oh my God. It was so embarrassing. Like, this is what I mean. Like, why are people faking it? Why are you faking it? Be so real. It's just leads back to the same thing every single time. I literally said to him, I pulled him aside because he was like doing this like weird voice in front of all his friends, like trying to act hard and stuff like that. And I pulled him to the side and I was like, "Mate, like, why are you speaking like that? Like, that's not who you are." And he was like, "True. Thank you very much for admitting the truth." Okay? And it just confuses me. And it just confuses me why people put on these facades for the sake of others. Who are you trying to impress? Recently, I've just been having loads of realizations. And to be fair, I feel like grateful to be speaking to you guys about it. I want to know what you guys think, to be fair. Like, I want to know how you guys feel about the way you've been going. Like, how do you feel you've been dealing with like the past few months? Like, let's have a little catch up in the comments. Like, please, like, let me know. Because I definitely feel a little bit lower in the winter times. I mean, it's cold outside, it's grey, like it gets dark so early. If you are feeling low, if you just want to rant, if you just want to say how your week was, literally comment it down below. I will be reading them. I will be reading them because, to be fair, I want to know that I'm not alone. I also wanted to have a quick little catch up. I went to a party and I got a little bit too fucked up. Yeah, I had to go home. Well, to be fair, I stayed till quite late. Like, I stayed till around like 2. But I wanted to stay till like 5 a.m., like get lit with all my friends. But unfortunately, your girl just couldn't do it, y'all. Okay? It's the tequila. Okay? She crazy. She your best friend for 2 hours. Then she's your mortal enemy. Where it's like a ghost went into my soul and was like, "Shut, shut, 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 everybody." Do you know what I mean? And like, no, we can't be doing that. Update, y'all. My scary ex asked for his stuff because he has some stuff in my house that I don't even know where it is. And he was meant to come pick it up and I completely forgot. And I'm pretty sure he like turned up to my house and he was like, where are you? Like, can I have my stuff? And I was like, "I'm literally not at home. Sorry, bye." Aired. Anyways, what else was fun? Oh my God, I filmed videos with Perry Edwards from Little Mix. So random, but so fun. Tell me why she's literally the sweetest person ever. Love her the most. It was really fun. It was so random. My manager was like, "Oh, do you want to do this?" And I was like, sure. Fucking Little Mix queen. It was for like her new song. And she ate down and she's stunning. And I went in there and like we had like a ring light. I brought like a ring light and stuff. And she was so sweet. And she was like, "You have such nice cheeks." And I was like, "They're fake." 2 mil filler in each side. And she was like, unreal, baby, I need to get some. And I was like, girl, no, you don't. No, you don't. You're beautiful. Thank you for listening to me speak today and ramble and just say how I feel. Like, I literally love you guys. Like, thank you for watching. And I know today was a bit of a ramble sesh, but like, that's how I feel today. And that's what we're going to do. If you are faking the way you feel and you are hiding your emotions just for the sake of other people, stop doing that. You are not alone. If you feel the way you feel, you're valid for feeling that. I can't emphasize enough. And if you need to reach out to anyone, reach out. Never be ashamed and never be embarrassed. And you are perfect just the way you are. And I want to emphasize that. So, yeah. You know what? Subscribe, comment down below. Tune into the next one. Thank you for watching. If you're a video viewer, if you're an audio viewer, love you the most too. An audio listener, not audio viewer. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.